All right, it's time for another market review. This is for May of 2024. Again, I sometimes will do these at the monthly MP meetings, but last month I was recovering from my surgery and started preparing it and just decided we're just going to do it as a video again and send it out in the email that we're going to send out. So you should be receiving this link as an email. And so we're going to go through this real quick. I do want to just mention last month's MP meeting. There's last week. Depending when you're watching this, it should have been last week. And it was a great turnout. Robert Elder, our founder, was there, did a really outstanding job talking about doubling the value of your property. Why now is a great time to still buy properties. And he went more in detail that. If you want to hear more about that, I can see about getting you some notes or reach out to me or call Robert. But you missed a great night if you weren't there. If you were there, you know it's a fabulous night. Next month is going to be the second Thursday night, not our normal first, as that will be July 4th. And so it'll be the second Thursday night, and Saudi Night will be our speaker. Great story. I've known Saudi for a while. We've gone on a retreat in Cancun together once with a group, and I'm real excited that he's going to be our guest speaker next month. Again, the second Thursday night. Okay, so let's jump into this market review. This is for May. So what we're going to be talking about is numbers that was for the whole month of May, and then we're going to be comparing them to May of last year. And again, I broke this down into some various drill downs. So let's jump in on this and get started, okay? So first, we're going to be looking at Oklahoma City. I didn't do the metro area because it's so scattered. Let's just look at the Oklahoma City. We broke it down into three headings. Oklahoma City, and oh, by the way, this is all single family. These are not duplexes, multifamily, condos. These are single family homes, okay? And so we looked at Oklahoma City, all homes, all price range. Then we looked at the 169 to 260,000 price range. It's sort of our median price range that fits in there. And then we drilled that down more to just what is vacant at this time when we was doing this report. So those are the three headings that we're going to look at really quick. And again, this video right now should probably, if you're watching, wonder how much time left. It's probably going to hopefully we'll keep it around maybe about 8 to 10 minutes, okay? So I'm looking over here to get to my button on the right side. Here we go. So in May, the month of May, in Oklahoma City, there was 497 closing. That's down 6.4% from last year. Okay, so let's just look at what's that going to be? Well, 10% would be about 50 houses. So we're down about 60 houses from this time, from the month of May last year. In this price range, our target price range of 169 to 260, and I'm going to quit saying that, but I'll just call it our target price range, was 165 homes, which is up 2.5% from this time last year. Okay, so our median price range was actually up 2.5% from this time last year. And of our vacant homes, I didn't have the access to the percentage wise, but of the homes that sold, as 165 for the month of May. 104 of those were vacant according to the MLS. Now, again, disclosure, there could be, I'm limited to what people put in the MLS and the processing that goes through, but it's really normally pretty accurate, okay? So these were the homes that were listed as vacant, okay, when they were being marketed. So we got 104, excuse me, out of the 165. So a good percentage of what was sold was in that price range. And then you look at about 30%, the 165, about 30% of the homes that sold was in that price range. So let's move on to the next slide. So median sales price. If you take all the homes, which you know the bigger range you put in there, you get the median sales price is 250, which is up. If you do that target price range, it's 211,000. And then if you look at vacant homes, was 210,000. Now here's what I put in here right now. The median list price home right now, or excuse me, when I did this report, which was been last week, at the time of this report, was 230. So I want to talk about that for a minute, that the homes on the market right now are actually a higher median sales price, list price, than what the median list price, sales price is. So they're trying to sell for a little bit higher, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So the median sales price median price per square foot is 150 in Oklahoma City on all price ranges. That was up. In this target price range, 142. Of those, vacant houses that sold was $141 per square foot. But what's being listed right now that's vacant is 155. So we're seeing the listing price per square foot is higher than the median per square foot sales price. Okay, so that could play into what's going on with our market. They're being listed a little bit higher on price. If you see the median list price and price per square foot are both higher than what the sales are. Days on the market, Oklahoma City total all price range 11 days, and in that target price range 9 days, up 80%. Okay, and then in vacant in that price range was 13. And the current days on market for these vacant homes in that price range is 34. Now, I want to just mention, do you think that because we're listing the home prices, the median list price versus the median sales price of vacant homes is $20,000, that's almost 10% above what they're selling for, and on the price per square foot's higher. So could that be causing the days on the market to actually be a little longer because the markets, what they're paying and what they're being listed for is having a little bit, they're still trying to push the market. And I don't know if our market's there to keep pushing for that much at this time. But by the way, some people are really like, let's just see what I can get and we'll see if the price drops. So we're going to be watching in the future how much list price versus contract price. If we start seeing that value drop, that price drops, so we can see how much they're dropping from originally listed and what they sold for. Homes for sale in Oklahoma City, all price range, 1,160 homes, up 79, almost 80% from this time last year. So that's a lot. I'm not sure that number seems a little high, but that's information I'm pulling. 277, that's up 113% from this last year. And then vacant homes, 204. That's how many houses are for sale right now. So I just want to look at that number. If we look at, that's not how many sold. That's how many of the 277 that sold that were vacant. So if you look, closed was 104, and now we have 204 for sale right now. So give you an idea. All right, so let's move on. Month supply. So we got 2.5 months in the Oklahoma City market. That's up 90% from this time last year. 1.7 for our target price range. And month supply, I don't have that from the vacant house, but I did want to look at this vacant house. I added a little different heading right here. If you look at what sold, we had a vacant. Let's look at the vacant homes for a minute. You had 104 closed. The median sales price was 210. The price per square foot is 141 days on market, 13 homes for sale, 204. But here's what's interesting. The average year built was 1972. I'm seeing this every month, that in this vacant homes, which is over 50% of this price range, in which is about 20% of all the houses that's selling in Oklahoma City is vacant in this price range. I believe because if the price you're getting per square foot and the year built are mainly flips. And I've mentioned that before, there be people flipping. Now, again, as you know, flips can have all different levels of flips, but so just encourage you to keep looking for the flip deal. Watch your margin. There might not be a lot of home runs out there. You maybe have to have skinnier deals, but don't cut your throat by being too skinny of a deal that now you lose money. It's a fine line. Okay, it's a fine line. So, but be looking for that. Continue looking for flips. I think there's still going to be a market. Watch that if you want to price your properties higher than what the median sales price is, you maybe try it. look at the neighborhood, because we could drill this down even more by neighborhoods, and it's going to be changing. So that's the market review for this month. I hope you're enjoying it. I would love to get some feedback on what you're liking or not liking about this. If you'd rather not see it, you want to see it in the meeting. If there's a different stat you'd like to hear on, let me hear from you. Email me, ed@mpmeeting.com, and I'll do what we can to get it set up. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope the numbers made some sense for you. I'm going to leave this up for just a second. It's been up for a few more minutes. But as a reminder, MP July Saudi night. It's going to be a great night, but it's the second Thursday night, because the first Thursday night of the month is July 4th. Have a great time with your family. Let's celebrate our country and our freedom and the ability to make money and do real estate. But attend that meeting, share about our meeting with other people. Invite other people to be there. Anytime we have visitors who are so excited they didn't know anything about us, or they didn't know we existed. So help spread the word. And we'll see you next month, the second Thursday night at Millionaire Possibilities. Have a great rest of your month. See if I can end this.